I had always been skeptical about online dating, but after months of swiping and disappointments, I finally matched with someone who intrigued me, Alex. His profile was filled with dark humor and quotes that sent a shiver down my spine, but in a good way. We chatted for weeks, sharing secrets and fantasies, until we decided to meet at a secluded cafe. When I arrived, the atmosphere was unsettling. The cafe was dimly lit, with only a few flickering candles illuminating the space. Alex was already there, sitting in a corner booth. He looked striking, his features sharp and shadowy in the low light. As we talked, I felt an unexpected connection, a magnetic pull that was both thrilling and unnerving. But the deeper we delved into conversation, the more I noticed strange details. His eyes had an unsettling glint, and his words about death felt eerily personal. When I asked about his hobbies, he leaned closer, whispering, "I collect things that are lost, things that others wouldn't understand." Curiosity mixed with unease, but I brushed it off as quirky charm. After our coffee, we decided to take a walk. The cool night air wrapped around me, and I felt both exhilarated and anxious. He led me to an old cemetery, claiming it was his favorite place for inspiration. As we wandered among the tombstones, I laughed nervously, trying to lighten the mood. But when I looked at him, his expression had shifted. He wore a wide smile, but his eyes were dark, filled with something I couldn't quite name. "I like to imagine what it's like to be free of everything," he said, his voice low and intense. "No worries, no pain, just peace." I felt a chill crawl up my spine, and just then a rustle in the bushes made me jump. I instinctively stepped back, but Alex didn't flinch. Instead, he reached into his coat and pulled out a small, ornate box. "I brought you something," he said, his tone almost seductive. "What is it?" I asked, a mix of curiosity and fear swirling in my gut. He opened the box to reveal an antique locket. Inside was a photo of a woman, beautiful yet haunting, her smile frozen in time. My heart raced as panic began to set in. Before I could react, he leaned in closer, his breath cold against my ear. "It's a reminder that love can last forever, even after death." That was it. I turned to run, adrenaline pumping through my veins. He grabbed my wrist with an iron grip, his touch chilling. "You don't want to leave yet. We're just getting started." I broke free and sprinted down the path, not stopping until I reached my car. As I sped away, I dared a glance in the rearview mirror. There he stood, silhouetted against the moonlight, holding the locket high, that haunting smile still on his face. When I got home, my heart was still racing. I collapsed onto my bed, shaken. But as I lay there, I felt a weight on the nightstand, something I hadn't noticed before. The locket. Somehow, it had ended up in my pocket. I tossed it aside, breathing heavily, but a faint whisper echoed in the darkness. "You're never truly alone." From that day on, I avoided dating altogether, haunted by the thought of my perfect match. The locket remained on my nightstand, a chilling reminder that some connections are better left unexplored.